got a lot of good responses. They've got their own globe. Hate to see him just go for like the raw right clicks, right? Like he definitely needs a BKB this game. He definitely needs a whole lot of that damage, because if he can stand and deliver on the Rolling Thunder, then Somnus is going to have a rough time. You know, Pangoli. Ooh, okay.
Amar.
Got the job of just making this lane very, very hard for Amar to play around with. And we talked about the fact that they can play very aggressive, but if they're the ones that are getting run at by a Dirge, like how are you supposed to kill a guy who's got almost 2,000 HP at level 2?
Seems fair and balanced to me. Top lane, Misha. He gets gone on and you will end up dying.
Kaka.
It's one thing if you have Fire Snap Cookie to bail out Yuragi, but not necessarily there to bail out himself. He ends up dying as bottom. They're also going to be going onto Tiger. One more right click coming in from Ghost will enable them.
For me with this Dawnbreaker pick in towards the Nature's Prophet is you actually have a relatively free time against the Natures. You can deal well with these Treants. You can do well with these auto attacks and get on top of him as well. So OG, they've decided they want to try and make the rotations here. Somnus is dead.
Somnus is going to die here for sure. Dude, level 2 purifying flame.
To the tombstone either, so Xnova is going to lose his career bottom side. I did like that rotation there from OG. They understand that Shadow Fiend is going to be their best way into this game. Their sidelines really aren't doing all too well, and now they're aggressing once again. Somnus is in trouble.
He is indeed. Fortune's in to hold him in position. BCM finds the razors, and Misha's here as well. They don't even need to throw in that much additional right-click damage, or onto Somnus rather, in this mid lane. Unfortunately for them, it doesn't go the way of BZM, so he's only gotten himself 2 assists rather than a kill so far. But being able to shut down this Pangolier is going to be a massive source of fighting for them. And in fact, they're turning onto X-Nova as well. BZM gets his first kill, picked up the illusion rune at the same time. They're not going to be able to clean up the tombstone, but very good way to start this game for the Shadow Fiend now.
Yeah, BZM is off to a really, really good start. He's doing well in the lane. They've put a lot of resources into his lane as well. Kaka, oh no, you might be in the wrong place, wrong time, brother.
Well, I feel like this mid lane is just a place you cannot play right now, Fluke. Everybody who shows up here just gets their cheeks clapped in.
Will always be one of those heroes that's going to make the Shadow Fiend's life a little bit annoying. And as long as the Drow Ranger's having a good time. They have Dust on Amar.
He's super dead. Gets to come to assist Ghost, who continues to just accelerate in this game, getting closer and closer to just forcing this wave out in its entirety. They will get a quick revenge kill potentially onto X-Nova. They have the stun out with the Fire Snap Cookie, and they do find the kill. But at the same time, Somnus gets access to the Solar Guardian. It comes in. Oh no! He bounces Tiger to the high ground. They still find the kill. Now on the Rolling Thunder. Misha taking quite a bit of damage. Here comes Yuragi though with the teleport, but Ghost has also shown up with the multi-shots from the low ground. Going on to BZM. The Shadow Fiend's gonna die first. Yuragi managing to get quick revenge though on the Dawnbreaker, as Misha trying to deny himself right now to the Ancients, and yes, he will succeed at getting it. However, it's still a lost team fight at the end of the day, so I'm just swashbuckling outside of the sprouts of Yuragi.
Yeah, OG really want to defend their stacks, and now that RNG understand where these stacks are and how big they actually are, I think they're probably going to make a concerted effort to walk themselves in their chalices at the top side of the map, so they don't really want to push him out. But Drow, oh no, Ghost. It's too bad if he goes down.
Needs assistance, needs help, but will not be getting it. That's the first death onto the Drow. This is such a good read to BZM, so that means they don't have it available to come save the Drow. Let's just all in onto Ghost. They cannot save him, and then we push into the tier 1 tower. Phenomenal read of what the situation is, and now they found Somnus as well in the jungle. He might be able to get this kill. He's on so low HP, and Somnus will end up dying. The Wrath of Nature from Yuragi bounces around the map and gets the kill.
Yeah, OG, they're just putting the pedal to the metal right now. They understand that their heroes are really strong with their spells, and they want to try and get this fight going. Okay, so they take down Misha. Understanding that without this Solar Guardian, it's hard for RNG to have multiple members here. They've already taken down Ghost once. He doesn't have insane amounts of gold just yet on the Drow Ranger, so they understand that there's a small little window for them to try and get this fight going.
Mid lane, gonna quickly try and bring down Tiger. Do they have the damage? Yes, they do, but Yuragi is shown up. Sprout has been dropped down. There will be a Solar Guardian to protect Somnus, and now they potentially try and go onto BZM. Rolling Thunder will be there. The Requiem does come out, but it's not gonna be enough to get any counter kills. At the same time though, Yuragi, with the help of BZM's final Requiem, was able to clean up Ghost. So it is a 2-for-1 in this mid lane.
And every single one of these fights, they either get one of the two. They don't get two. I think the thing for me is Chalice is having a good game here on the Dawnbreaker, but he's going to be playing much more of a facilitator role. Whereas on the other side of things with the Shadowfiend and the Nature's Prophet, they're both going to be damage dealers. And if Ghost is the one that's going down in these fights, Somnus and Chalice, yeah, they can do a lot of work in these team fights and they can create a lot of chaos, but if Ghost is not surviving and doing the damage for them, then it's going to be really hard for them to try and win these team fights once these BKBs come out, once this extra bit of survivability comes out from Tiger as well. Chalice.
Misha.
Okay, Misha's
gonna end up dead here. Yuragi went onto the high ground trying to hunt down Somnus, but the first static storm of the game gets committed onto the Nature's Prophet. He's being multi-shotted down, and Somnus, who was the target of his aggression, cleans him up with the shield crash. They drag back BZM as well with the glimpse. Kaka doesn't...
Yeah, aggression is always here. Let's see if they can take down Ghost.
They want to reveal this Blink Dagger they've just picked up for the Sand King, and they're going to come around. Perfect angle to find Drow, and she is dead to right. Morty's kisses will drop down onto her face. No option for her to escape away from this. And X-Nova couldn't really do anything as this Undying a bit too far away. Amar might decide to blink after him once the blink comes back online. Down bottom though, looking like Yuragi might be the one that they try aggress upon because they shield crash him. Somnus outside with the Rolling Thunder. Won't be able to channel it just yet though. Static Storm directly onto Tiger as Amar has shown up. Gets the Burrow Strike. He will get glimpsed back, but it's a little bit too late. They've already found the kill onto Somnus, and now BZM recognizes that Chalice is a little bit out of position. They get the silence out with the Orchid. They get the roots out with the Fortune's End, and they get the damage out with BZM. Tiger will end up claiming the kill.
He wants to try and control this bottom side of the map. If they take out this tier 2 tower here, we've seen when it has happened in multiple games, right? You take this tier 2 tower, you're constantly pushing this bottom lane with something like a Nature's Prophet or even a Sand King, and then that means you've got so much more space to play with on top side of the map. Ghost, so he's in trouble.
He's in trouble again. We've seen this movie. No. Last time around it ended quite poorly for Ghost, and Amar with the Sandstorm might actually be able to kill Ghost. Fire Snap Cookie enables him to pick it up. Misha with the Scatter Blast brings down the Undying and takes the Tombstone away. Even if they get the kill onto Misha, it's definitely worth it. And
they've got a lot of follow-up with the Oracle as well as the Sapphire, and this is what I talked about, right? You just pick stunts. You just pick like low cooldown stunts that do a lot of damage and they can catch people out. At least Kaka has now found Tiger, so should be able to get this kill. It's got a Ghost Scepter.
I'm not sure they actually get this kill. He doesn't have it. He has a magic wand to pop. He can get off the False Promise, and his team is coming. They are going to be able to kill him, but the question is, will they be able to escape with their lives? Amar leading the charge with the Blink Dagger. He will get blown up at the very end, but here comes Amar on the back end with BZM. They're looking for a target. They come across X-Nova and Kaka, bringing down Kaka first. Somnus goes in with his own Rolling Thunder, trying to make this a counterplay. Solar Guardian flying in, but it gets cancelled immediately somewhere on the map. BZM able to then blow up the Undying. Fire Snap Cookie stuns up Somnus after the Rolling Thunder, and he's going to end up losing his life as well. It's a triple kill for BZM. He's zooming from the mid lane, this best zoomer mid.
When you don't have the damage of the Drow around, it's also hard for them to play around, and BZM definitely super happy with how that game has been going so far. Oh my god.
Super happy with that, and incredibly happy with the initiation they found through this mid lane. As
strike, so it's going to be a good shout for him to at least be able to react to what's going to be coming in here from OG.
Speaking of reactions, X-Nova went in for a D-Ward. Well, OG are like, how dare you touch our vision? I'm glad it's Misha Amar thinking about going in. He's channeling it. He's just waiting for the right moment. Let's see when he goes in. This is such a tense moment, Fluke. What do you do as RNG? Because you also know that the Sand King is probably doing this, right? That's probably why they're clearing out these trees with Chalice, using the Selly Hammer so they have enough space to scout out the forward momentum jump of the Sand King.
They have BKBs now on their Dawnbreaker as well, so they at least have the tools that they need, but they need to try and get a good initiation. They need to try and get a nice little static storm. They need to try and get a nice use of the Solar Guardian to make sure that there's this good front to back so Ghost can do the damage. Look how much damage they do to BZM early on though, so get this fight going. Orchid's already been used by Yuragi.
Oh, no. Dual Burrow Strike onto Kaka and Chalice. Kaka is gone. He got off the static storm before he goes down. It stuns up and silences Tiger on the back end of the fight. In the meantime, Yuragi gets rolled back into as well. Loses out on his first life, but they get immediate revenge by bursting down the Undying. The Tombstone is close to the tier 2 tower instead of close to the fight, the high ground. Even without the Aegis being online, they saw that the Rolling Thunder is gone, Static Storm is gone, Tombstone is gone. What else does RNG have left to try and dissuade OG from doing this?
Not really much. They at least got the Aegis here, so this tier 3 fight might not be too bad. Another BKB here on BZM, and Charles is going in.
Still got false promise though, glimpsing him back into position. They want to get this damage out. Chalice, can he escape away with the Solar Guardian? Indeed he can. And they have enough damage ultimately to burst down the SF. Multi-shots, almost kills Amar heads up. He's forced into a Yule, and they don't catch him with the gust. Oh no. Amar allowed to escape. Somnus at the very least able to track down Misha thanks to the swashbuckle. Burnt all his mana away as well, so he can't fire snap quickly to the low ground. And Ghost finds a double kill off the back of this. And although OG, our X2 wasn't for these meddling heroes. They're gonna smoke up again. Heading into the Radiant Triangle. Oh no, it's Ghost. Ghost. He has a BKB, but he can't get it off. He's been stunned up. Forced off will be there. BKB will emerge. Static Storm dropped down, but it's only onto Uragi. He already has the BKB active for himself. But now Ghost turning around after Chalice came in with the Solar Guardian. Somnus rolling in with the Rolling Thunder. BZM though, chase Ghost and kills him by himself. They are going to be able to get the control back onto Uragi though and bring him down as well. So 1-1 traded, but now Chalice's BKB has expired. So Amar able to stun him up and ensure that they bring him down as well, talking about earlier. And he's going in for this nullifier thereafter. Okay. Nullifier. This is going to be the second game that we see this today. That's just X-Nova, it's fine. Whatever. How do you feel about this?
Distance of the 4-star, so I don't hate it. I definitely feel like, you know, X-Nova as well as Karka are probably going to try and move themselves towards like a Ghost Scepter as well. So they have this nullifier. Not only is it a massive amount of slow, but it also gives them a coach so they can try and play around these 4-stars. Karka though. Karka?
Probably. Is he fine? Is he fine? Yeah.
Oh
no, he didn't TP the fountain. Oh, so he burned
50 gold. So they can play around their Desolator now. They just need to be on the front foot. Honestly, I think this is going to be the tale for RNG, is if they can not be the ones that get Blink Burrow struck. But Amar, they understand, they know what's going on. They found Ghost.
Oh, the one target that cannot be caught out first. But his team bails him out of trouble yet again. He has the BKB trying to run away. Nice little swashbuckle from Somnus. Stuns out BZM. And they will be able to bail out.
The amount of vision that OG have, it is so simple for them to be able to play around the map. And albeit there might be some smokes that go forward, but as soon as they see this dry range, they go in. And once again, Amar double stun.
This is why he's the only one allowed to play Sand King. Gets the double stun. Will get punished super hard for it though. Straight up killed. And they're gonna they might go for another smoke, and indeed they do. This is gonna be a big reveal here, Fluke, if they can catch them off guard. BKB for BZM is still on cooldown for another 3 seconds, but they don't get there in time. Instead, Amar's the one to initiate. He finds the X-Nova Undying, and they've already gotten the 1 kill. Karka getting himself far away. They'll drop the Static Storm down. Amar's inside it, but False Promise bails him out. Rolling Thunder from Somnus, doing quite a bit of disable work here in the midst of this fight. But the only hero to have died so far is this Undying of X-Nova. Amar though chasing, can't find the Burrow Strike, and they glimpse back BZM so they don't have additional damage. Roshan does respawn though, and OG feel like...
Right. And you're going to win it 9 times out of 10.
Yep. You mentioned it earlier that if Ghost is not involved in an engagement, then RNG are bereft of damage. And we saw it in that fight as well. Karka got an okay Static Storm. There was a decent Rolling Thunder, but none of it mattered. And speaking of Rolling Thunder, the hero that has it is going to be bursted down as Somnus gets caught inside the triangle and gets himself killed. They will be able to at least take down the Tombstone as well, in addition to his life. Karka doesn't die just yet, but Ghost might be in danger. Uragi jumps on top of him, forces him to pop the BKB. And now that's another BKB charge. Ghost already...
Uragi's starting to come up with his next set of items. He's got an own Hurricane Pike. He's going to have a Daedalus very, very soon. I think the fact that Tiger just has so much gold, and same with Misha as well, right? That it's just hard for them to team fight when everybody is so fat on the side of OG.
RNG, they have one last opportunity here. They only need the 1 game to get into the upper bracket, and they're going in. Somnus, they've isolated Amar, but Amar gets hit with the False Promise, so he's going to stay alive in this fight. The Reign of Destiny making things so difficult for them. They've already brought down X-Nova. Now they jump Ghost. BKB is down, and Ghost's life is forfeit. No buyback available for him. A dieback for X-Nova, and there's going to be a GG called by RNG. Despite Somnus getting a pretty sick swashbuckle at the very end of the game, it matters for Nords. They don't have the damage, they don't have the survivability, and they do not have the game. OG victorious.
The Lions, so Ghost is going to be picking up the Weaver. So there's a few things. Mark power rune time. And get in towards that mid lane to see if they can kill the BZM Pangolier, because if he has a free game, it's going to be hard for them to deal with him, especially until Karka gets like a Blink Dagger.
Speaking of Karka, he's down bottom, gets a Hex out onto the Lich. You mentioned it now, the combination. There's going to be the Earth Spike into the Trample. Do they have enough damage to get this kill? Indeed they do, as they draw first blood. Chalice on this Primal Beast. Last game, on the Dawnbreaker. Wasn't allowed to really have that much influence on the game, but now not only does he get the kill, you'd be surprised that Primal Beast can dance as well as he does given his size, but he gets away from this Lifestealer. Erstwhile X-Nova dies in the top lane. That's going to put Ghost under pressure. Ghost 2 seconds until he has the way to get out, and unfortunately lowered cooldown, but it's enabled the Razor so much that Tiger can just leave the lane. In fact, Tiger just denies himself after killing a courier, but that leaves the Razor all alone, and Ghost has Sakuchi up in 7 seconds. It's a little bit too long, and Amar can put pressure back. Amar, be careful, fam.
Yeah, and now he's got the raindrops as well. He had a big wand, so he's A-okay. This lane is going exactly how you want to do it. I'm not quite sure if you just saw that that update there. I don't want to spoil any of these results because Ghost is going to go down again. Okay.
Well, but we'll get some revenge off the back of this. Tiger's already gone, dies with the shared gold, and X-Nova able to clean up Razor as a result, so... Alright, I'm fine with this. Oh, these are some update us. Put us on, man. These are entertaining results that we see happening now.
Dude, I tweeted about it today. Man, I love Dota. The way this TI is going, yeah, we're seeing more kills going the way of your right. You need to make an early rotation here with Chalice and Kaka. Send their heroes up towards top. If they can kill Amar, they can give a bit of space to Ghost, and then they can transition that in towards the mid lane where power runes are spawning.
Yep. 6 minutes into the game, power runes. Somnus actually might be in a bit of danger here. Top lane, we do see that they have some bugs onto Tiger. We do have a rotation towards middle though as they go into BZM. Kaka showed up, and the rotations come from the bottom lane. Brown not able to ensure the kill, but nonetheless they're showing intent about making sure that they give Somnus a better start. Somnus will be able to get a kill onto BZM after the hex. Do they find him? No, BZM finds the magic stick and comes back online with the swashbuckle into Kaka and secures the kill with the shield crash. That came so close, but Somnus just barely ran out of damage at the very end there.
Amar, a lot of those fights might not be as easy, but this is what I talked about, right? Kaka wants to make these rotations on the line, and they bring Chalice in because he's a very scary hero, and the fact that he can't just stick down there and bully the Nags is the reason why that he made that rotation earlier. BZM, he's going to get a freebie here on Kaka.
Yep. Going to be able to bring him down with the sword buckle. They might get a freebie onto Somnus as well. Misha dragged him back with the Sinister Gaze. Here's an avalanche from Tiger. Where is the assistance? It's coming, but it's too late. X-Nova's TP took too long. Cannot find a...
Yep, RNG, unfortunately, just... This is the weakness of Shadowfiend, right? Like, you have no escape from any of these heroes, so if they just walk up, they get the Sinister Gaze, and unfortunately for X-Nova, he's donating damage to the Amar bank account right now.
And do you think he should try and link up with Chalice? Because Chalice has access to the Pulverize now, so they could try and make a big play. But it looks like the idea is coming from the opposite direction. He's coming in, Somnus, but so is BZM. And Pulverize is out onto the Lich. It's going to be a very big fight. The Razor is not going to come out because Misha gets off the Sinister Gaze onto Somnus. Will still end up dead though. And the Rolling Thunder not going to connect onto the Shadow Fiend just yet. Hits him now, but X-Nova going to try and save him. Unfortunately, as the Requiem comes out, Ragi gets off the rage, so dodges all the damage. But now RNG bring in reinforcements as Ghost shows up as well to drop down the Swarm to enable his team to get an additional kill. Yuragi trying to run himself away. Onslaught will be there. Can they catch up with Kaka for the Earth Spike? Doesn't seem like they'll be able to. And Rage back online soon, but the Pulverize comes back faster, and the follow-up with the
this like kind of duo core with the Razor as well as the Lifestealer, so they can also do what RNG have been doing. But look at the damage that Chalice does!
Oh my god! That's one Onslaught going in. He catches BZM with the Pulverize, and BZM's actually going to drop. Here's Somnus on the back end of the fight as well. They don't have access to the Requiem, but they do have the Razors. But unfortunately, Tiger tosses Somnus towards the Razor as they end up dragging away all of his damage with the Static Link. But unfortunately for the side of OG, they are out of damage themselves. And they need to try and think about leaving this fight. Tiger has done what he could to salvage things.
A lot of damage.
Drops down an avalanche, but here comes Ghost as well. Drop down the Swarm bugs to connect onto 2. Tiger chase behind the tier 1 tower. The right click's not going to be enough to kill him, but there are enough to zone him back so he cannot assist Amar. As Amar dies, was a huge Rolling Thunder. Could kill everybody here. They've already brought down Ghost as BZM trying to chase Chalice as well. The Requiem being channeled by Somnus, but it's not going to matter. Yuragi chomps down onto him as Somnus loses his life. 3 heroes have fallen. Kaka trying to escape with the TP out. Will not be able to catch him on the side of OG because Tiger not there with the avalanche in time. It's still on cooldown. RNG lose 3 in the top lane. Always respond with numbers and force when they can.
Yep.
And that you have to be ready to do so in kind. sticking back and thinking, well, they might have only brought 3 heroes here. That's a fool's errand. And speaking of heroes going in, Chalice abusing his cooldown, wanting to find Misha here. They've already been able to get one, but the Chain Frost with the Rolling Thunder coming in from OG. This is demolishing RNG right now. Chalice will die to the last bounce of the Chain Frost. That's such a good shout, and X-Nova in danger as well. We do see Kaka finding the Earth Spike, but that put him a little bit forward. He already used his Tumbler's Toy, so now OG ready to try and chase him.
Your mid heroes, tell them to not pop their runes in a team fight. So it's a little bit unfortunate there for RNG, but they ain't going to stop the aggression. Oh,
nope, they're not. They smoke up as 4, and they find Amar. Very satisfying from Kaka. Zaps him down with the Finger of Death, adding an additional charge there. And this is a Shadow Fiend lineup, so if a DD rune spawns, suddenly there's possibility of them going into the Roshan pit. But Tiger quickly catches out the Lion in the meantime. Chalice can't really do too much to stop this, and X-Nova, he's in danger as well. Doesn't want to have to commit the GA just to escape this situation.
Comes over the top and you're like, wow, I've actually just taken 2,000 damage in the space of 2 seconds, so...
Yeah.
He means psg.
He's got some very precious cargo inside of him. He rolls in right now. They want to try and bring down Somnus. Somnus did get access to the Guardian Angel as well as a purification now to keep him alive. They brought down the Lich and wasted on their past 4 supports. Ghost revealed the blink onto Tiger, but I'm not sure if they've scouted that Kaka has a blink as well, so they could try and make a big smoke play from the side of RNG. Running headlong through the top lane. Ghost gets caught. Sinister Gaze to start things off. Kaka tries to bail him out, but he's just going to eat most of the damage instead. Kaka, will he die here as the Rolling Thunder chases after Ghost and they catch him with BZM, bringing him down with the Swashbuckle. 2 heroes already gone. X-Nova, he's getting brought down as well. There will be a pretty big Requiem coming in from Somnus, but it's a defensive Requiem here, Fluke. He just TPs out. Hope they don't end up in that situation again, but OG gonna try force it as they smoke up. Heading into the jungle, they come across Chalice. Oh, this is just before he finishes off the BKB as well. They also found Kaka, Tiger, finding the Lion in the trees, bringing him back to the squad, and they pick up both of these heroes right in front of the Roshan pit against both of these carries on the enemy team.
I think they need to try and just get a little bit of counter initiation, right? I think they need to wait until OG aggress onto him, and they're doing it right now.
The aggression did come. Somnus, can he get out of here is the question. BKB TP out with the GA to help. It will be allowed. They do manage to burst down X-Nova, but Kaka does escape. That was also the committal of the Guardian Angel in that situation. So they put pressure on the tier 2. They almost killed it down bottom. I suppose acceptable. It's not great. You have to pop a BKB. You don't have GA anymore, so you have to be very careful. And OG just come at you. Okay, never mind, it's not great anymore. This kind of sucks. OG way too good at reading the timings that they're strong. And Tiger blinking forward, going on to Chalice, but Chalice has BKB now, so they might be able to bring down Tiger. But unfortunately, Kaka cannot find the full spell of the ultimate of the finger. Ends up dead instead. So support for support, traded out. PCM now getting involved in the fray. Drops down the shield crash onto Chalice as they drag back this Primal Beast with the Sinister Gaze. Not enough to kill just yet. Ghost also unleashes his BKB.
These bounces just goes onto like Kaka. Like, he's going to take half HP just from like 2 bounces of the Chain Frost. It's going to be hard to play the game.
Sinister Gaze from Misha. They're going out onto this Weaver. Ghost, can he time-lapse back? Yes, he can. Chalice in the meantime goes forward with his BKB and is able to bring down Misha, but unfortunately for him, he's right next to Amar, who gets him killed with the Eye of the Storm damage, and X-Nova can't save Weaver. Ghost didn't have any way to survive that one, and now they catch up to X-Nova and kill him off as well.
Don't really see much hope here left for RNG.
Unfortunately for Ghost, he is suffering one more item syndrome, which often happens with these carries that aren't that strong, but Tiger, him and the crew are smoked up. Come into the jungle and find Kaka. He gives up his life for the sake of vision just yet, but they just need one more look before they can really close out this game. They have to be kind of careful in the bottom. I think they've read that Ghost is here, and they see him. They saw the courier. Ghost, will he be able to get out of here? No, he won't. Sinister Gaze is honestly his biggest enemy. Yet again, Misha showing up. Can X-Nova get out? No, he can. He can.
So if they're able to have a good fight with the Guardian Angel and able to have a good fight with the Heavenly Grace, okay, this is good now. There's no Chain Frost and there's no Ice Spire. So RNG, they want to fight.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for this. Coming up onto the high ground, but Tiger coming in, tosses Kaka back into the fight. They've already brought down this Lion. The Requiem will be triggered out, but they haven't brought down a real target. The illusion gets pulverized, and now Uragi is onto the Somnus with the Rolling Thunder to back him up as well. They at the very least are able to clean up the Tiny on the top side of the fight. But Somnus somehow still alive. X-Nova with the GA, kept them alive for so long. Ghost on the edge of the fight, trying to run away from BZM and Amar. And they haven't been able to kill them. They've gotten 2 nice time lapse in from Ghost, but he goes right back into the waiting arms of Yuragi, who bashes him up, right-clicks him down, and kills him off. So they are able to clean out this Weaver. It was looking decent for the side of RNG, but unfortunately all they get are supports. And Chalice couldn't go home. Chalice is out of mana. Chalice is out of life. And Chalice, well, join your buddies in the sauna, my friend. Go to the fountain and hang out.
Yeah, well, I think they might get an idea. Okay, so they're going to lose their vision here, so at least get a little bit of an idea. The biggest thing here for Amar as well is he has a Lincoln Sphere, so if they're able to spot out the Roche, maybe they could have gotten a fight, but now the smoke up comes in here from OG. RNG, abort, get out!
Oh, they blow up Ghost first and foremost. They catch him on the north side, and now deeper into the dire jungle, they've also found Somnus. Somnus not allowed to TP out because the Sinister Gaze ensures that he's held in position. Kaka's already been brought down too, as Chalice attempting to run with X-Nova. Neither of them will be afforded the opportunity, as we have lost now Chalice and turned it into a 4-5 hero wipe. OG, they are doing it. OG has done it. They have sent RNG packing into the lower bracket and given themselves an upper bracket berth somehow with the last possible game. OG makes it.
Thank you for watching our video. If you have any thoughts and ideas, please leave comments below. We are grateful for your support. Thank you.